We seem to be working a lot and then not really getting anywhere with our money.
It was going very slowly. 2 years later, we remortgaged. We put the mortgage back to 30 years, managed to get a little bit of a reduction in the monthly repayments, but pretty much the balance was very much the same.
We were with CommBank previously. The loan was going along okay. We just really our goal was to fast track and pay down our mortgage.
We were going okay. We just found we just couldn't pay off anything off of our debt. We were just treading water.
We were with ME Bank, so that would have been for about 8 years, but we just knew that we could find another way that we could possibly do even better.
We probably wanted a bit of guidance as to where we were going to go in the future.
We needed direction and we needed to know where we could cut costs and, how we could improve our spending.
Moving to the city, we then had to get a mortgage on our house. And the first couple of years, we kind of wasn't making much progress.
We changed a couple of times just to try and get a better deal or better rate. But actually, I think we realised that you just keep extending the term. It's not actually doing you any good.
Yes, we did have reservations with it at start.
It did come very highly recommended, but after meeting with him, I was very sceptical and thinking this is too good to be true.
Yeah, there was some of those conversations because it was so out of the box. But in the end, we figured, hey, he's showing us the numbers. It makes sense.
I couldn't believe really when Craig went through, what we could achieve in that initial appointment. And I thought it was too good to be true, because you think, what have we been doing up until now?
We were both very sceptical to begin with. We just didn't think our money could work for us under that quickly, basically.
Just a really completely different way to looking at the financing, because it was not about the best interest rate on the market. It was about how quickly can you have your financial freedom.
We've had an extremely positive experience on the program. It exceeded all of our expectations. We immediately commenced getting positive outcomes.
The last 12 months we've paid $80,000 off our home loan, and previously we've only would have paid off just under $10,000. So we saved about $160,000 just in loan repayments. So.
The first 12 months really did take us by surprise. Actually became a little bit addictive because you could see how much you were knocking off. It blew our expectations in the first year.
It is better than anticipated. We are with Crown 1.5 years, and we managed to pay within first year $47,000.
It really has stunned us because we've been paying off on average about $8,000 a month off our loan.
I could see a change almost within a few months. We could see the loan being reduced, which we couldn't see before. And we hadn't really stopped anything. We continued our lifestyle and just by getting better information.
Before you talk to Craig, you're under some sort of illusion about rates, headline rates, and that's really deceiving.
And we're not being overly frugal, we're still spending money and going to restaurants, and in the last few years we've had some overseas holidays as well, and yet we've been able to do all of that and still achieve everything that we have. It's just the way it's all packaged together really works.
We haven't had to change much in our lifestyle at all. It hasn't impacted the way we spend our money or whatever. There was no way we expected to pay that much money off in 12 months.
2 years down the track, we've really seen such a really big difference.
Been killing down our debt like never before. We've managed to buy about 2 years ago we bought our first investment property, and then just 2 days ago we signed the contract for our second investment property.
We actually own about 90% of our house now after 3.5 years, and that started off at only 66% of owning their house. So just their stats, all good stats right the way through.
Money stresses in life, especially in a partnership or a marriage, can really play on the partnership.
I feel more in control.
I think it makes you feel less stressed about your money.
We both thought it was important at our age to continue our lifestyle, as well as obviously we would like to be debt-free as quick as we can.
it definitely takes a bit of pressure off.
It's a lot more comforting knowing,
knowing
how much you're taking off.
I suppose it just takes a lot of pressure off. You don't feel like you're under that constant pressure of all the finances and meeting all the debts that have to be paid out. And it just gives you a bit more peace of mind about life. So you're living life without that stress hanging over you, and it just gives you that sense of relief.
It's, I don't know, more enjoyable living the social life, knowing we can do both. So we're getting our loan down but still enjoying life at the same time.
There's basically no stress financially through their program.
When you're with the banks, once you sign the loan, you don't really hear much from them apart from getting a statement. But with Crown, the service that you get and the information you get to make better decisions with your lifestyle as well.
The personal relationship that Craig has with his clients, you really do feel he really cares about how you're tracking and how you're progressing, and ask the hard questions as much as he gives you amazing encouragement as well.
In the envelope, and there was a nice little handwritten note sort of saying, how well you're doing.
Yeah, I think the big difference is that Crown are focused on your, paying the debt as quickly as possible and giving you the strategies to do that.
We kind of looked at each other and thought, why didn't any of the other banks or brokers ever explain that there is a way that we can pay off?
A better way.
Yeah, a better way.
I mean, one of the other things about Crown, and particularly with Craig, is you're getting service that just keeps on going. When we had our loans with ME Bank, they didn't talk to us. No one rang us or sent us email, how you going? No one was sending us a monthly checkup, and this is how you're going this month. They just had their money rolling in by paying the interest. But if we ever have a question, if there's something we're not sure about, Craig or someone else at Crown is there to answer those questions for us. It's like someone who's your best friend in all of this and is journeying right alongside you. They don't just sign you up and leave you. They sign you up and they stay with you, and they keep on being there for you all the way through. That's going above and beyond, and you're not going to get that from any bank.
I would definitely recommend the chat to Craig Perry.
We refer to a few people, as Linda said, and they've actually come back to us and thanked us for referring on. So
I just give people advice to give this a go and think outside the box. I mean, the banks, the advertising, it's just trying to perpetuate you to keep doing things the same way because they're making a ton of money out of you.
It's proven, really, that it does work. There's no way we would have saved that amount of money or paid that amount of money off if we'd have continued on the path that we're on.
Yeah, absolutely give it a go because...
You've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Everything to gain, really.
No, exactly right. And, for us, from our results, we can see that the program absolutely works.
We've been brainwashed, I suppose, by the message of the world, by advertising, that's the way it's always been done, and people really struggle to think about doing it a different way. And all I could say is it's really worked for us. It hasn't been that hard to do.
our family is going to benefit from our knowledge now and Craig's and Crown's participation in their life as well.
Jump straight into it. The stats through Crown that they'll show you are true. I was sceptical, but yeah, definitely get on board and you'll be amazed what your own money can do.
My parting word would be, sometimes we think things are too good to be true, but this actually does work, and I'd recommend anyone to give it a go.